Hey dolls, it is Bonbon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this video is going to be going up before my other two videos, but they were filmed prior. Just a little bit of a heads up, because when you see them you might be like, wait a second, she looks different in her last video to these ones, but that's because, well, my hair's dark, etc. A few little changes which have happened after filming my last two videos, but I did want to put this one up first. I always knew I would do this video. I wasn't planning on doing it anytime soon, in all honesty. I've touched on it slightly from time to time. I have so much anxiety about filming this video. I had to take a break because things got very, very real very, very quickly and I needed to step away. And so I did get a little bit emotional here. So my eye here is very red. This eye struggles with anything mascara related anyway. So the tears came and it kind of just got a little bit messy. And so I decided to sit down after having a few minutes away and just kind of breathe. So to those of you who have not been to my channel before and this is my first video that you are watching, hi, I am Bonnie and I am a transgender female. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that although I'm a woman, when I was born I was assigned the gender male. And so over the last year, few years, I have been on my journey transitioning. I am now 20 years old and I have been on hormones for a while, over a year now, and my genital reassignment procedure will be happening in the next 12 months, which I'm really excited about. Before I do say this, I would just like to say two things, because these are two things that a lot of people throw at me whenever I try and talk openly about this struggle. I would like to say, number one, I do not have an issue with adoption. In fact, I will most likely adopt at least one child in my lifetime, and I'm very, very excited for that journey. And I'm very, very excited to give a home to a child that is less fortunate. That is something that I've thought very heavily about and I've done a lot of research on it, okay? That doesn't have anything to do with this, okay? In my case. Another thing is, a lot of people say, but a lot of cis biological women also are infertile. And I also understand that. And I understand that that is very, very difficult. In my case, my struggle isn't with having my own biological children. I could not care less if my child is blood related to me or not. I will love them with my entire heart and I will, you know, dedicate my life to them and their happiness. What my struggle is the idea that I can't get pregnant and that I will never get to experience that. A lot of people joke and say, why would you want to get pregnant? You can get somebody else to do it for you and it's less work and da 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 da. I never know what to say to that. I would give anything. I would give anything to be able to carry a child and experience pregnancy and just have those moments where it's just me and my baby and, you know, we're bonding even though then they haven't been born yet. And pregnancy isn't easy and I know that, and a lot of people like to remind me that. I know that pregnancy isn't easy, but that experience is something I would do anything for. You know, the good and the bad and the ugly, I would give anything to experience pregnancy. Before I started hormone replacement treatment, which is where I had my testosterone blocked and replaced with estrogen, which is the female hormone, I was told that I could save my sperm if, in case in the future I wanted to have my own biological child, but it would push back my hormone replacement a little bit further because I would need to get that done. And I said no, I didn't want to do it. Mainly because I wanted to get on my hormone replacement treatment. My two reasons were, I never really saw myself having a baby that way. I never saw myself using my own sperm for a baby. I don't know, it didn't feel comfortable with me personally. And also, like I said, I just wanted to get onto I wanted to get on hormones. I had spent years and years and years waiting for any type of physical change, and all I had done was my psychological transition. I had finally been told that I was going to start physically transitioning, and that was just so exciting and I just wanted it right there and then. And because of that, decision. I'm now able to have my genital reassignment surgery sooner than I would have been able to and everything. So I am happy with my decision. There are biological women who can't have children, and so they have children other ways, and I am facing that same route. I first went to see a gender therapist when I was about 9-10 years old, and I remember one of the first things that I told her was, I feel like I am a woman and I want to be a woman because I want to get pregnant. I was like 9-10 years old saying this to a therapist. I was telling them that I wanted to get pregnant and I wanted to experience pregnancy, and that was one of my biggest dreams. Like, my biggest dreams was to get pregnant and have a baby. She told me, listen, if you transition, that's still not going to be a possibility for you. And that broke my heart. And I remember I walked out of the meeting, burst out crying, locked myself in my room for like days, and I've like never healed from that ever. I have spoken to so many therapists, I have done so much research, I have spoken to doctors. You know, like, please, is there anything that you can do? But as of at the moment, with today's technology, it's currently not available. And so I don't know how old I'll be when it is available, if it ever is. And so I have to look at my other options. When I was in high school, I think I was about 15 at the time. I can't really remember what age I was, but I had my first hysterical pregnancy. That is where you want to be pregnant so badly that your mind kind of concocts up and your body concocts symptoms of pregnancy. I had morning sickness, and honestly any idea of reality kind of gets blocked out, and I could feel it, you know, I could feel it in my belly, and I would always be looking in the mirror from the side and I'd be like, oh my god, like, what is going on? Obviously I never told anybody about it because my conscience knew that this wasn't real, but I wanted it to be real so badly that you kind of just go along with it, and then you crash and you realize it's not true and you've lost that and you're not pregnant and you can't be pregnant. I had another one when I was about 18. I really struggled. Told one of my friends about it, who is no longer my friend, which is a good thing, about this, and she told me I was crazy and basically told me to get over it. So that was the last time that I decided to open up about it, because I thought, wow, this is how everyone's going to treat me, this is how everyone's going to see it. Earlier this year I decided to get help. I decided to find a counsellor who specialised in infertility trauma. So they help women who have suffered, you know, miscarriages or, you know, struggle with infertility or anything, because it can be a trauma and it can be a very dark struggle. And so, you know, I went to my first appointment, I went to my second appointment, and I started opening up, and then I got too scared to go again, and so I quit. And I'm really angry at myself for doing that. I'm really angry at myself for refusing help, because it had taken me so long to accept it and so long to start working on it, and then I was finally doing it, you know, I was finally breaking down my walls, and I was finally working on an issue which was probably my, you know, largest issue, and then I gave up and it was too difficult and I cowered it out. I just don't even really know what to say, you know, like, I wish that this was like me doing a video talking about how it used to be a struggle, but it isn't. It's still a struggle, and I struggle with it every day. you know, I have dreams, and in my dreams I am pregnant, or you know, I have my children, and everything feels so complete, and then I wake up and it's not true, and it's just really hard. Being a trans woman is very difficult for many reasons, and I never like to harp on that because I'm aware that I have people that look to me for inspiration, and they look to me for inspiration, and I worry that if I show them that it can be really difficult, it will scare them away, and it will make this journey seem impossible, because it isn't impossible. It's not easy, but it isn't impossible, and we can do it, and we can get through it. But I also don't want to put a tint on being trans as being easy, and it just being a decision that you make that never affects the rest of your life, because it does. It affects almost everything. A lot of the things it affects don't bother me in terms of how people see me. I don't care. You know, I know who I am. I know what I am. My friends and my family know who I am. So what that stranger on the street thinks of me doesn't keep me awake at night, and I couldn't care less. Everyone is sensitive and insecure about different things. And this is mine. And I don't really know what else to say. Like I said, it's not me sat here talking about how I got over it. It's not me sat here talking about how I dealt with it. It's me sat here saying I'm struggling and I am dealing, and I know that one day I will have beautiful children, and I'm so excited for that day to come, and I'm so excited to be a mother, and just to be able, like, just to have come so far to be able to say that I'm gonna be a mother. Like, you know, like, I get to be a mum, and that, like, it's a really special thing for me. And I know you know, maybe the second that I have my first child, the rest of the pain will go away. Just wanted to make this video to be open, you know, start a conversation, and I'm sure that I will follow this video up and keep you guys in the loop. Thank you. I'm sorry that I haven't been consistent. A lot of that is out of my control, and it's technical. But you guys really make me happy, and you guys really give me the strength. And I don't think that I would be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. And I'm so, so glad that my friend Coin got me to join YouTube, and I'm so glad that I have you guys, so thank you. But I'm gonna go, and I will hopefully, if I haven't scared you off, see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.